So the Penguins got back to their winning ways on Friday night with the return of Jake Gensel and Ron Hainsey to the lineup, and they won 4-3 in a shootout. And that Crosby line looks like they haven't missed a beat. They were back and hungry, and Crosby is in King Henrik's head, let me tell you. That first pass to Gensel for the first goal, boom, beautiful pass, beautiful little tip. The second goal was ridiculous. Yes, it was a bad shot that Henrik should not have let in, but Crosby has the presence of mind to bank it off of Henrik's helmet from the side of the net and put it in the net. Incredible goal. We've really been spoiled with all the goals that Crosby scored this season. That was just another example. His league-leading 43rd goal of the season. It looks like he's going to take the Rocket Richard. Unfortunately, McDavid's kind of pulled away to take the Art Ross, but Crosby also did miss 6 games, and I have to think if he didn't miss those 6 games, he'd be right there with McDavid, probably even winning it. But to him win the Art Ross, especially at the age that he's at right now, he's leaving his prime, pretty incredible, or the Rocket Richard, whatever, and he's also in the running for the MVP. So, unfortunately, though, the Penguins had a 3-1 lead, let the Rangers get back in the game, tied up 3-3 with a late goal. They had him down, they had to keep him down, and they didn't let the Rangers get a point. But the Rangers are kind of far back, so it looks like they're going to finish in this 4th spot. In the Metro, the Penguins will finish in 2nd or 3rd. And Crosby and Kessel with the winning goals in the shootout. Great to see Crosby getting some moves back in the shootout instead of shooting all the time. And Kessel's got that 6-6 shot. And, he used to suck in the shootout, but he's been pretty good in the shootout so far this year. So it's weird. He's not really been scoring in games, but he's been good in the shootout. And he's had a bit of an off season, but the team is winning. So who cares? It's amazing to think about, if this would have been him in Toronto and the team was not winning and he was producing at this rate, he would be getting eviscerated by the media. But now he's like the 5th, 6th guy before someone, questions him, and he's loving it. He's loving not having to worry about the attention. He just goes out and plays, as Mark Sullivan says, and he's having a blast, and the team is having a blast with him there. Matt Murray was better than he has been in the month of March. He's been a bit inconsistent. He's had one really good game, one not so good game. His save percentage when looking at the overall stats were not great, but he made the saves when he needed to make, especially that 3-on-0 in overtime with Justin Schultz as the only defenseman back, and the 3 players basically got away from Justin Schultz. No idea what the other 2 players are doing for Penguins on that play, but you had all 3 Rangers going directly on a 3-on-0. Murray made an incredible save. That could have been the game winner right there. And that allowed the Penguins to get a chance to win the game, and eventually they won in a shootout. So Murray's going to be fine. I thought he was much better last game, and he's going to be great in the playoffs. And Fleury's had one good month, but he's not overall had a good season, whereas Murray's had a fantastic season, and he's definitely in the running for the Calder Trophy. Although I think Matthews kind of, sealed the deal last night with his performance for Toronto. But the Penguins are finally getting healthy at the right time. They're finally coming together and playing the way that they did play last year. They still have a lot of injuries. Chris Letang should be back for playoffs, but Hagelin's still in a walking boot, so he's not going to be back for the first round probably. Well, at least not for the first couple games. So he's still badly injured. Russ just came back. Sheary just came back. Gensel's back, and that line has looked sick. Now that Gensel's back, Crosby's got his players again. Now Kunitz is out with a lower body injury, so that's another injury, which is just great. One more injury. It's one every game. He's not had a great season overall, but he's been solid on the 4th line. He's been killing penalties. He's actually been pretty good in a more defensively responsible role. Matt Cullen is a little ill, so I don't think he's 100%. So I mentioned Chris Letang. Malkin is still out. It's supposed to be a minor injury. Who knows when he's coming back? Should be back for the start of playoffs, but we don't know at all. Ole Matta and Trevor Daley, again, they're rehabbing, they're skating, still in taking contact. Matta's been missing since end of February. Daley's been missing since mid-February. They're supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks, so that should take us right to the start of playoffs. So they should be back for the next week or so, but again, they might not be ready for start of playoffs either. And they've not had a great season, but, it's still defensemen that are injured. And the players that are there right now are playing way over their heads. And you can tell from the way that the teams played the last couple games. Getting Hainsey back was definitely huge. Dumoulin's really stepped it up in Letang's absence, but you need to have Schultz as well. But you need to have other guys besides those 2 producing. Straight's really been good, and Hainsey's back. So that's a pretty solid top 4, but without Chris Letang, it's going to be tough to beat any team, So I really hope they get healthy soon. On the home stretch now, only 5 games left. The playoffs start next Wednesday. The regular season ends a week today. I can't believe that it's gone by this fast. It's just flown by. It's been insane. And the Penguins are playing again tonight against Carolina, which had their first loss after a 14-game point streak. It's at 5 o'clock Eastern. Should be a good game. Carolina's still in the battle, so they're going to be hungry. They're going to be feisty. The Penguins can't let their guard down. They really want that home ice advantage. That's all I have for this video. Please like it if you like. Subscribe if you really like it. Share with all your friends. Tell everyone. And I'll see you next game. Bye for now.